I'm Tom Nelson. I'm the Executive Director of the Lyceum of Monterey County. Monterey County has been blessed to have this little organization since 1960. It was founded by three friends and local charitable women, Claire Kennedy, Vera Herring, and Ruth Fenton. And the whole idea at the beginning was to support gifted and talented students exclusively. Most of that was done through one-on-one mentoring at the local level with staff from the Naval Postgraduate School. After that, they began to expand programs, summer programs called triads, where they worked with arts, sciences, and humanities for those same GATE kids, or the gifted kids. In the 80s and 90s, we began to offer after-school programs, enrichment programs, which were state-funded. And since that funding dried up, we have been working pretty much doing enrichment classes right at the Lyceum, after school and on weekends. And since the 2010s, we've expanded our academic events greatly. I'll be talking about them in just a moment. We have three main aims at the Lyceum. One, we want to inspire intellectual promise. We want to create a fostering environment for academic achievement, and we'd like to develop kids' creativity. So basically, we have a three-legged stool. We have academic events, which I'll talk about first. We offer enrichment classes at the Lyceum and also summer camps. Let's start with the academic events. First, mock trial has been in existence for the last 20 years. This program is a simulation of an actual trial created by the Constitutional Rights Foundation. This year, they're going to be talking about false imprisonment and human trafficking. They do a pretrial motion with illegal search and seizure, and also with Fifth Amendment rights. The mock trial program has been coordinated by Michael J. Wilden, attorney at law, for the last 18 years. He's been a wonderful resource. The mock trial is also augmented by Peter Funt, the local columnist and son of the famous Alan Funt of Candid Camera fame. He produces a program for us called Moco Yojo, which means Monterey County Young Journalists. So those children, high school kids, follow the mock trial, write up a journalistic piece, and then they go on with the winners of the local trial to go on to the state finals. We've done very well locally. One of our teams in Carmel even won the national prize at the Empire mock trial event this year. History Day is our next big event. It happens in March. This was begun by Forbes Keaton, who's now at All Saints Day School, but she was a former director at the Lyceum. It has also a thematic thing every year. This year it's about taking a stand. Kids get a chance to do either an academic paper, they can create an exhibit board, trifold exhibit board, they can do a website, which is increasingly popular. They can also do performances. So we have this every year at Los Arboles Middle School in Marina, and it's probably got about 150 or 70 students enrolled every year. Also, these children who win this go on to the state conferences, contests, and also onto the national one if they win there. And we've sent two teams to the nationals over the last 3 years, so we're very proud of that. Our third event is called the Spelling Bee, Monterey County Spelling Bee. It's for 4th and 5th grade students. We have over 64 schools participating this year. Over 5,000 kids take the preliminary tests to become the finalists from their school. And we have a spelling bee at San Venancio Middle School every February at the end of the month. We are fortunate this year we have a new board member, David Riddle, who is the actual winner of the adult spelling bee for 50 years plus age group, has won this thing. So he has really put a lot of new life in the Lyceum Spelling Bee. So that's a great event too. These kids go on to the one sponsored by the Monterey County Office of Education, the Scripps for older kids, and they go on to the nationals as well. We have also a Model United Nations program for high school kids in the fall, and in the springtime we do one for middle school age kids. The kids are involved in an actual simulation of the United Nations We are so lucky. We do this at the Middlebury Institute of International Studies. That's such an international student body there too, so we get a lot of help from those international students who guide the children in their simulated breakout sessions, being the Economic and Social Committee or the Security Council or the General Assembly. So we have great support from MIAS. A wonderful thing, we started last year doing press conferences at the end where the students give a report on what their resolutions were that came out of their sessions. Also filmed, and you can see that at the Lyceum website, and thank you to MCOE for filming that for us. Our last academic event happens each fall. It's called Expanding Your Horizons. The idea of this is to inspire young women to go into careers in science, technology, arts, math, and engineering. It's a great program. We have almost 300 girls have come each year for the last 4 years. It's held at Hartnell College. And we have 16 breakout sessions featuring everything from astronomy to zoology, taught by experts in the field. We get our teachers from MPC, from Hartnell, from CSUMB, the Department of Agriculture, Nature Conservancy, and other nature-related science groups. So we're really happy to have those experts helping us. We also have a career fair for with 24 different companies there, showing the young ladies what jobs are available in the area that are science and arts related. In addition to that, we have had some wonderful keynote speakers. This year we had I hate to say it, but our best person, I think, in terms of an inspiration for the young women, Marina Ramon, who is a PhD and works at the Department of Agriculture, a microbiologist. But she shared how she came from a child of field workers in Fresno, going on to get her PhD at UC Santa Cruz, and now working in the field. But she was certainly a great role model, and she stuck around during the day to talk to the girls. Just wonderful. We also do a teacher session for participating teachers. This year we had one called Using Storytelling in Film in Your Science Classes from the Green Ninja people up at San Jose State University. We also have a parent education component. This year Nina Vasquez from Hartnell led a class for parents with 10 young women from the MESA program at Hartnell. That's a science academy. And they talked to the parents about how they overcame challenges with math and getting themselves comfortable with that so they could go on through college and beyond in math. So Nina was a great inspirational person for that. Okay, so those are the academic events. The Lyceum also offers enrichment programs. Most of these are weekend and after-school classes, predominantly weekend classes now because of the children being so overbooked. But we have language and culture. Chinese is the language being taught at this time. We have many arts classes, and I'm so happy to report that my wife Sharon Nelson, who was the arts mentor for Salinas City School District for many years, has coordinated the arts program for the Lyceum too. So we have a number of arts classes, everything from batik to fine arts. Botanical art is a very big feature. Has a lot of appeal for adult students, so we're doing a lot of cross-generational students there. So botanical arts. We have offered also a digital storytelling class for seniors at the Carmel Foundation, where the senior citizens write a memoir illustrated with their own pictures and telling about their lives, which is really something very touching, and you can see those at the Lyceum website also. Also, we do a hidden careers program. I've done this for the last 4 years. Our board member, Elaine Herman, who's a retired nurse, has coordinated several health academies, emergency medicine, careers for women in medicine, men in healthcare, careers in agriculture, hospitality industry, and so on. So it's been a very productive thing, thanks to Elaine. Okay, so that's a short overview. We have many classes which you can find on our website if you'd like to look at those. The third leg of our stool is the summer academic programs. The first one I'd like to talk about is called Cyber Adventurers. This was created by Sue Higgins of the Naval Postgraduate School's Sobrowski Institute. The idea here is to get young women interested in computer science and robotics. We've been generously supported by a number of local foundations in this and some from out of the area. but it's enabled us to buy robotics kits, and we've used a lot of the computer laboratories from La Paz Middle School, and offered a summer camp at Monterey as well for young women at MPC. So that's a really great program, week-long program for girls. For the rest of the population, also science related, we do a summer space camp, which is a wonderful program. We get a lot of support from the Navy Postgraduate School. Again, NASA has a presence there. Several of the astronauts, Dan Birch, Jim Newman, have come and talked about how life in space for the kids who come to that. They go off to the Monterey Institute for Research in Astronomy and learn about telescopes, that sort of thing, and rocketry. The Ching Planetarium at Hartnell is another location, and they go up to the Chabot Science Center to see what their science and space and science program is all about up there. So it's a wonderful week-long class too. Okay, another wonderful summer program that we've been having now for 4 years, and we're going to start our 5th year with that this year, called I Lead and Design. It's also known as a Community Action Studio. This was started by 3 young men from the Stevenson School, from Monterey Institute, Middlebury Institute, and from York School. Bob Cole, Sean Raymond, and Aaron Eden put their heads together to do this. What it is it's an intensive 2-week summer program where the students are paired up in teams with local agencies and organizations who have a problem they'd like to have solved. In the past years, we've partnered with the Monterey Bay Aquarium to redesign a classroom for their student volunteers. We've worked with the City of Monterey to redesign the Simon O. Traffic Plaza, or the Transit Plaza downtown. The kids went on to present their findings to the City Council and the Planning Commission, very popular group. We've worked with the Animal Friends Rescue Shop in Pacific Grove, redesigned their entire store, kept keeping it exactly under their budget so that they could make a more user-friendly environment there. COPA is another agency that we've partnered with. The Government Center, which recently been redesigned by the county using the former, was it First Capital, I think? They had a center there, so they've redesigned that. The Monterey Institute for Study of Sustainability, Me Earth, which is at Carmel Middle School, and the big news is that we are considering bringing I Lead and Design over to Salinas this year to be housed at the Steinbeck Center, working with the Salinas Innovation Foundation to get partners and solve those problems. That design thinking model, the Stanford design thinking model, is just an incredible chance for students to learn not only process, but to see how it is to work together, develop their leadership skills. It's a fantastic program. So we're hoping to bring that to Salinas. Also in the summer, we have a digital photo camp taught by experts. The students have done some amazing work taking field trips to Asilomar, to Point Lobos, and just walking around the neighborhood of the Lyceum in Monterey by Lake El Estero, taking some absolutely fantastic photos. Very popular class, and the kids have gone on to become quite proficient photographers. We're even using one of our graduates to film at our events every year too, especially the Expanding Horizons. We have arts classes all summer long, everything from fine arts to line drawing to watercolors to oils, sculpture. A mural class was held last summer, which was also a wonderful one, where they created a mural that's now housed out at the Sustainability Center at CSUMB. So they created an entire mural on a marine theme, which was very popular as well. Young women, all women again this year to do that, so that's open to both genders, of course. Again, we have an intensive Chinese program taught by Vicki Rockauer at the Lyceum, getting kids familiar with the basics of Chinese. And it's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for kids to develop a language. We're working also with the Middlebury Institute this year to expand those offerings to other languages, Farsi, Arabic, for example. Last summer, we were blessed to have a Shakespeare class. A young lady who is a graduate of Pacific Grove High School returned last summer to do an intensive class on Romeo and Juliet for high school students, which was very popular. It's great to have somebody that close in age teaching the kids, so they work together very effectively to delve into Shakespeare. So that's basically what we do. We have our academic events, we have our summer programs, and we have our enrichment programs. And what I hope is that you were able to learn a good bit about the Lyceum of Monterey County from this short talk. There are some volunteer opportunities for people in the community interested in working with the Lyceum. One, if you're interested in our board of directors, you can reach out to me if you're interested in serving. We have a chance for you to teach classes if you got some specialty, some particular talent of yours that you'd like to share with the community. Again, these classes can be taught to children through adults, and we'd be happy to have you do that. You may also want to be a judge for any of our events that require judging. Primarily the mock trial. If you have some legal experience or are a lawyer and would like to be involved with that, you can reach out to the Lyceum. We'd love to have you help scoring, or you can also coach high school teams in getting them prepared for the annual event. So there's two opportunities there for mock trial. The History Day event that we have requires a lot of judging because of all the projects. We've got over 100 projects to be judged, and the exhibits are wonderful. The websites are terrific for people to look at, even academic papers if you're interested in scoring something like that, or our performances. So we need lots of judges for History Day. So again, you can visit us at the Lyceum. Our website is just www.lyceum.org. And and my personal email, if you could reach out to me, is just tom@lyceum.org. I'd be very happy to talk to you, answer your questions about anything related to the Lyceum. So I'm proud to have made our first talk here at the MCAET Talks. Sorry for the stammering. I'm a little nervous, but it's been very fun to do this, and I appreciate the opportunity. So thank you very, very much for the chance, and I hope that this reaches a wide audience and that you will come and visit us at the Lyceum.